Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's dreaded D-Rose report. Let me turn the volume down on this thing over there. All right, let's get going. Noted before, the old Cody Rhodes' firing on Raw seemed kind of rushed because of the lack of communications between WWE officials and creative as of lately. To go along with that, nobody in creative knew Mark Henry being cleared to wrestle until reading about it online. One in WWE's sources says communication process is in the shits in this company. I guess that's not good. I don't know. Don't be surprised if WWE gives up on their babyface experiment with The Miz. And he's kind of gone about as far as he can go with skipping out and smiling, teeth hanging out and all that. Everybody's tired of it. I'm tired of the beating up on... I don't know. Anyway, while John Cena won't be able to wrestle until around Royal Rumble time, there's talk about bringing him back to WWE TV around October for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Cena wants to start making appearances for the company to help on their big breast cancer awareness campaign. And Cena's rehab for his injuries will be one of the storylines for the second half of the Total Divas. And Ring of Honor star Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis are currently planning their wedding. Apparently they're dating each other, huh? And now the current group of athletes taken from scratch, meaning whoever, you or I or whatever, right off the street with no prior wrestling experience. It's said that two of the NXT stars are on their way to WWE TV fairly soon, are Mojo Rawley and Baron Corbin. Both are professional football players. How much you want to bet their finishing moves? Maybe both of them is going to be the spear or the tackle or whatever you want to call it. As of this past week, the idea internally was Daniel Bryan won't be winning the WWE title from Randy Orton at Night of Champions. Obviously, this could change in recent TV tapings and, we got Sunday's before Sunday's pay-per-view. But I got a feeling he's going to win. And I don't know how much further they could push his beat down with actually just about not killing the guy somehow. But maybe it's probably true they don't like that face for WWE to represent them. But, I tell you what, the big headlines, I'll get to it in a minute, about Jim Ross retiring. Well, to me it's not true. And WWE's on this bullying campaign. I'm not talking about the personas in the ring, out of the ring, wherever. I mean, the way it's written, let's say. There's always got to be good guys and bad guys. It's always been that way in wrestling. Boxing too, probably. There's always guys you like and don't like. But anyway, the bullying part I don't like is in real life. And with JR, I think they did that. I'll get to that in a minute. But they should not ever sponsor an anti-bullying campaign because they are one of the worst. I mean, they're not picking on kids, things like that. But anyway, I'll get on that soapbox here in a minute. WWE's October 18th show in Mexico City at the 21,000-seat arena goes head-to-head with the traditional weekly MCCOOL show at the Mexican arena in Mexico, and AAA's Heroes Immortales show just 45 minutes away. This is going to be WWE's debut in Mexico City's newest and most modern arena that they have. There's currently WWE attendance figures is around November 6th in Montreal. They did about 6,000 fans, $300,000 gate. East Rutherford, New Jersey, 7,700 fans for $360,000. Windsor drew about 3,300 fans, and Brooklyn drew about 7,000. Hamilton, Ontario, did about 3,600 fans. Not big draws, I don't think, up in Canada. David Kreitzman, who's been the head of WWE's writing team, but quit in the summer only to be talked into staying until the end of the summer to get through SummerSlam, is now officially no longer with the company. Chris Jericho, William Regal also weighed in on the Jim Ross retiring. Rabbit ears. Jericho says, thanks Jim Ross for all he did for me in the early days of my career, and believe me, when so many others didn't. William Regal said, I'd like to thank JR for 20 years of helping, mentoring, friendship, all of the unwavering belief in me. By the way, as noted, the second half of the season of the Total Divas, by the way, is going to be airing November 17th. The show's going to be airing at 9 instead of 10, an hour earlier than when it airs right now. So November 17th, please make a note of it. Ways off. So I don't know whether they're going to be doing reruns, I'm not sure. WWE Total Divas star Cameron and her boyfriend Vincent are celebrating their 1-year anniversary this weekend. 1 year of what? I don't know. Maybe living in sin. Darren Young was going to be appearing on Ellen DeGeneres show on Friday to talk about him coming out and more, I guess. He says, he tweeted, he said, it's a busy week for me. Hang on a second. Let's see who this is. Advertising bank cards. Anyway, he says it's a busy week for me. My voice will be heard. My story will be told. Time to deliver. It's time to live. Know your worth. He's gay. It happens a lot. Yeah. Anyway, former WWE diva Michelle McCool, she was at the Performance Center on Wednesday working with some of the WWE talent, the divas. She tweeted, still in awe of WWE Performance Center, thinking about how bright the future is for the divas, talent knocking on the door. She says, thank you, love you all for having me. All right, let's get to this thing. PWI Insider confirms earlier reports that Jim Ross retiring from WWE was mostly a Vince McMahon decision and at least partially had to do with his behavior during SummerSlam weekend in 2004, the 2K14 panel that went on, where we mentioned more about Ric Flair. He got heat on him, but anyway, Ross retiring is actually WWE's way of announcing that he had been let go without causing any major uproar with fans, since everybody loves good old JR. This way, Ross could leave the company as a hero who left on his own. So we'll love him even more. Anyway, as noted before, the decision was made by Vince, and Ross was informed in the past 2 days or so. Ross already received one major offer to sit down and record a shoot interview about his career. And I think WWE ought to hit him up for his own career. And a lot of history behind JR. A lot of different places he broadcast at. All right, Ross did reveal on Twitter that WWE still will carry his JR's barbecue products because they're probably making some money off of it. JR's products still available online. He says, nothing changed. I will still appreciate the support. But like I said, they could not, without us just bitching up a storm, giving Jim his future endeavors. That couldn't have happened. But he was like the supposedly moderator, the head of this panel of the, I forget who else was there. I know that was the game panel, or the game company, and some of them people were there, and they didn't bitch about it too much, but WWE's hierarchy got upset because they kind of wandered off course, started talking about wrestling too much, and maybe JR was supposed to reel in Ric Flair to keep him more onto the game, promotion part of it. But apparently he didn't. But I never heard it being that bad to where somebody would get fired over that. Of course, they did that to Finlay a while back. So JR could be gone, maybe for a while and then maybe come back. But I'm telling you, man, he didn't retire. He is in wordage. He didn't do it. That's the bullying part that I don't like. And WWE is very good at that. Let me know your opinion. WWE's website has part 2 up of this Triple H sit-down interview with Michael Cole, where he discusses Edge, Big Show, Goldust on Raw, and Cody Rhodes and more. Man who's going to be featured on Friday's SmackDown in another bullying segment by Ryback is Ring of Honor wrestler R.D. Evans. Nikki Bella, by the way, tweeted about her physical injury and physical therapy that she's going through with her boyfriend, John Cena. And she is getting stronger every day. She tweeted, getting my grind on in physical therapy, getting stronger every day. Nothing will be able to stop me. Twin magic soon. Tonight's NXT, we watch it. It's taped, I guess, at down the NXT. Full Sail University is going to be featuring Fandango, Summer Rae with Rob Van Dam, among others. Triple H tweeted about the tapings. Heading to the Performance Center in Full Sail, WWE NXT taping tonight. Always love seeing the future unfold. Tons of talent, bright futures that maybe we could just pile on and beat the crap out of at the end of every show, SmackDown and Raw. I'm mad. I gotta go.